The word opera means work. Actually, it means works. It's the plural of the word opera from the Latin. And in Italy fuzzy. The lyric or lyric opera refers to what we think of as opera, the musical drama. Opera was a commonplace in Italy for almost thousands of years before it became commercial as a venture. During those years, several things happened, primarily linguistic or thematic, and both involving secularization. Musical drama started in the churches. It was an educational tool. It was used primarily as a vehicle for teaching religion and was generally presented in the Latin, the language of the church, which had considerable influence in that time. It was in Europe at a certain point in the Middle Ages. It was really only merchants, aristocrats, and clergy who can deal with Latin. The vast majority of the population used their own regional vernacular in all aspects of their lives. And so, in what is now Italy, operas quit being presented in the Latin and started being presented in Italian. And once that happened, the theme of the opera presentation also started to change. And the musical drama moved from the church to the plaza right outside the church. And the themes changed, and opera was no longer about teaching religion, and it was about satire, and about expressing the ideas of society, your government, without committing yourself to writing and risking imprisonment or persecution or what have you. Opera, as we think of it, is, of course, a resurrected form. It is the melodious drama of ancient Greek theater. The term melodious drama being shortened eventually to melodrama because opera frequently are melodramatic, not to say unrealistic. And the group that put the first opera together that we have today even were well, it was a group of men that included players first Vincenzo, and they met in Florence. Camera diverted and took classical theater and reproduced it in the Renaissance time. This produced some of the operas that we have today. Now, what happened in the following centuries is very simple. Opera originated in Italy, but was not confined to Italy any more than the Italians were. And so, as the Italians migrated across Europe, they carried theater with them, and opera specifically because it was an Italian form. What happened is that the major development today took place. The French said opera ought to reflect the rhythm and cadence of dramatic literature, bearing in mind that we are talking about the golden age in French literature, and so the music was secondary, if you will, to the dramatic cadence of language, to the way the rhythm of language was used to express feeling and used to add drama, and of course, as a result, instead of arias or solos, which would come to dominate Italian opera. The French relied on what is Italian called recitativo or recitative in English. The lyrics were spoken, frequently to the accompaniment of harpsichord. The French said that really you can talk about the real people forever, and they relied on mythology to give their characters and their plots. Mythology is a pastoral tradition. Out of the Middle Ages, the Italians said, no, this is a great historical tool. And what a better way to educate the public or Miriam or Taylor or any number of people than to put them into a play. The English appropriated opera after the French. Opera came right to England because all theaters, public theaters, were closed, of course, during the Civil War. And it wasn't until the Restoration in 1660 the public theaters again opened and opera took off. The English made a major adjustment to opera and exported what they had done to opera back to Italy, so that you have this circle of musical influences. The Italians invented opera, the French adapted it, the English adapted it, and the Italian took it back. It came to America late and was considered too elitist for the general public, but Broadway musicals fulfilled a similar function for a great long while. John J. Chapman wrote about opera, quote, "If an extraterrestrial being were to appear before us and say, 'What is your society like? What is this earth thing all about?' you could do worse than take that creature to an opera." End quote. Because opera does, after all, begin with a man and woman and any emotion. あ、これは難かったわ。最後のとこむずいね。やっと。ああ、そういうこと。